Hello students, welcome to BSAP Academy online classes. Students, today we will study about process of pollination. Students, in preceding section video part 3, you have learned that the male and female gametes in flowering plants are produced in the pollen grains and embryo sac. As both type of gametes are non-motile, so that they have to be brought together for fertilization to occur. So it is required to transfer of gametes from one place to another place for fusion and fertilization, and it is achieved by plants, achieved by flower, by the process of pollination. So firstly we know about what is pollination. Transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma is called pollination. Transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma, from anther to stigma is called pollination. Anther, it is the male part of the flower in which pollen grains are produced, and stigma is the receptive parts of the female part. It is the receptive parts of female, and it is required for fertilization and fusion, transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma. Stigma is the receptive parts. So what is the pollination? Transfer of pollen grain from anther. It is anther and it is stigma. Transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma is called pollination. And now we will study about kinds of pollination, how it is achieved and what is the kinds of pollination. Pollination is of two types, self-pollination and cross-pollination. What is the self-pollination? Transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma in a same flower and in a same plant. It is called self-pollination. And what is the cross-pollination? Transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma in a different flower, in a different plant is called cross pollination. And self pollination is also two types. It is called autogamy and heteronogamy. Autogamy means when the transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma in a same flower, same plant is called autogamy. And autogamy in normal flower which opens and exposed to anther and stigma, complete autogamy is rare. Autogamy in such flower require synchrony in pollen releases and stigma receptivity, and also the anther and stigma should lie close to each other so that pollination can occur. Some plants such as the Viola, Oxalis and Commelina produces two types of flower, chasmogamous flower and clistogamous flower. Firstly we know about what is the chasmogamous flower. What is the chasmogamous flower? A flower which petals are always open. This type of flower is called chasmogamous flower. And what is the clistogamous flower? Clistogamous flowers, a flower in which petals are always closed. So in clistogamous flower always self-pollination takes place, autogamy takes place, so they produces assured seed sets. and is found mostly in family Leguminaceae. Leguminaceae means pea family. And pea family's plant produces assured seed sets. Now we will study about cross pollination. What is the cross pollination? As you know, first transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma of a different flower and different plant, it is called cross pollination. Cross pollination is also called xenogamy or also called phylogamy. It is for this purpose, it is required to agents and different types of pollinating agents is required for this purpose, for cross pollination. Let's study agents of pollination. Agents of pollination can be biotic and abiotic. Abiotic is also called non-living and biotic is also called living agents. In about 80% of angiosperm, animals serves as external agents, and most of these animal pollinators are invertebrates, mainly insects. About 5% of these 80% angiosperm imply both animals and wind as external agents. Firstly, we study about abiotic agents in which wind pollination and water pollination takes place. The wind pollination and water pollination are found in mostly angiospermic plants. Firstly, what is the wind pollination? Transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma by the wind current is called wind pollination. And in wind pollinated flowers, it has also specific features. Since there is no need to attract the pollinator in wind pollinated flowers, flowers are inconspicuous, small, and not very colorful, and often green and nectarless. And pollen grains are small, dry, lightweight, and non-sticky, and can be easily carried out by the winds. And the examples of wind pollinated flowers are is quite common in found in grasses. Next, water pollination. It is also called hydrophily. And what is the water pollination? Transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma by the medium of water is called water pollination. Pollination of water is quite rare in flowering plants and is limited about 30 genera, mostly monocotyledons, and it is found in lower plants groups such as the algae, bryophytes, and pteridophytes. That their distribution is limited because of need of water for transport their pollens. So these are some examples of water pollinated plants are Vallisneria and Hydrilla, which grow in fresh water, and several marine sea grasses such as Zostera. Not all aquatic plants use water as a pollinators. In majority of aquatic plants such as the water hyacinth and water lily, the flowers emerge above the water level. And which type of pollination takes place is an example aquatic plant Vallisneria. In Vallisneria, the female flower reaches the surface of water by long stalk, and male flower or pollen are released onto the surface of water, and by this way pollination takes place in aquatic plants. So these are the two methods which are the used by plants in abiotic sense: wind pollination and water pollination. Let us study biotic agents of pollination. It takes place by the different biotic or living organism like insect, bird, bat, snails, etc. Firstly, pollination takes place by insect. And what is the insect pollination? Transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma by the medium of insect is called insect pollination. And so flower is also adapted for insect pollination. So what is the features of insect pollinated flowers? The flowers which are the insect pollinated, they are the large, showy, brightly colored, and if the flowers are small, that they are the cluster in groups to become more conspicuous, and the petals are brightly colored. Insect pollinated flowers are have more amount of nectar, so insect visit for nectar, and due to the pollens are sticky in nature, they are sticks in their body, in their wings, and when they visit to another flower, they are shed on their stigma, and by this way pollen grains are shed on the stigma, and pollination of process takes place by insect. And what is the bird pollination? It is also called ornithophilia. Bird pollination means process of pollination takes place by medium of bird, means transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma by the medium of bird is called bird pollination. It is also called ornithophilia. What is the bat pollination? Transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma in some flowers by the medium of bat is called bat pollination, or also called chiroptophilia. Snails or slugs also participates in the process of pollination, and these are also the agents of pollination. And transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma by the medium of snails in some flower is called snail pollination, or also called maleco. Study the topic outbreeding devices which are also related to pollination. Students, as you know, majority of flowering plants produces bisexual flower, and pollen grains are likely to come in contact with the stigma of same flower. But continue self-pollination results in breeding depressions. So, flowering plants have to develop many devices to discourage self-pollination and to encourage cross-pollination. So, for cross-pollination, there are following adaptation. These are unisexuality. Flowers are unisexual, means male gamete and female gametes are produced in different flowers. So cross pollination takes place and it prevents the self pollination. And second, dipogamy. In such cases, male and female parts mature at different time, and to prevent the self pollination and encourage the cross pollination. Third, self incompatibility. Germination of pollen of the same plants or not takes place at the same time. So germination of pollen grains not takes place on stigma. It is called self incapability, means same flower is incapable to germination of same pollen grains on same flower of stigma. And fourth, heterostyle. Length of the filament and styles are different, so it encourages the cross pollination and prevent the self pollination. And fifth, hercogamy. It is a condition in which a physical barrier is present, so it prevents the self pollination and encourage the cross pollination. So different types of outbreeding devices are developed in plants to prevent the self pollination and encourage the cross pollination. Now students, we will study pollen pistil interactions, double fertilization, formation of fruits in next video, part 5th. Okay, thanks.